Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your boy Burkround88 coming out with a YouTube video, and today we're going to be going over the forgotten about, the unappreciated, the deserving cards, however you want to word it. It came up in stream today that Adrien Kee is a card that has been forgotten. With the production he's had, it just doesn't make sense. So what this did is this got me thinking, what other cards have been forgotten out there? What other cards have not been upgraded to the play that they are doing right now? Or why is EA not upgrading them? Do they have bigger plans? Or what do you think? So I'm going to dive into a handful of cards, guys. We can talk about it, what they're doing, why haven't they gotten cards? And if you have any cards that you think have been forgotten about, throw that in the comment section down below. This also spiked an interesting conversation that we could use the comment section down below to answer the way you want. Patrice Bergeron, Anze Kopitar, who is the better two-way centerman? Who is the better player at the center position? If you do want to put it down below, just put Kopitar or Bergeron and put beside it a little minus sign or something, separate the two, put Kopitar or Bergeron, and then put whether or not you watch East Conference more or West Conference more, because I'm curious to see. Let's go check where all of this stemmed from, what cards have been forgotten, and why isn't EA upgrading them? If you do like it, guys, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that sub button, notification bell down below so you don't miss anything in the future. Why are they forgotten? But let's take a look at who they are. Okay, like I said, we're going to start with Adrien Kee. This is currently his best card, and it's an 81 overall, which is kind of weird for a guy that has 30 games played, 28 points. He's playing very well right now, and to only have an 81, not even get an 84, 83 team of the week, I don't know what that's about. Because we can look at team of the weeks they've been dropping, guys, and yes, they've had good weeks as well, but this guy has been consistent night in and night out. He's getting point a game, almost a point a game, but when you look at the stat sheet, game in, he's getting a point almost every single game. Like, he's not having one game where he gets 4 points. That's why you don't see him as a prime time. But he is consistent throughout the whole week, which blows my mind of why this guy, 6'2", 200 pounds, 85 speed on 81. I would love to see this card start getting upgrades, and I don't know why they're not doing it, because the production is there, and he deserves it. Now, another guy that has one card, 32 games played, 31 points, live moments card. Yes, Joe Pavelski did get a card, but it's an 83. How is a guy in the top 50 in points, top 35 in points, sitting at an 83 overall when we got guys that aren't even in the top 50 sitting at 88s? It makes you wonder what's going on, right? And I don't know why. We need right. He's a great right shot. He's got good speed. He's kind of small, but Joe Pavelski is a player that people love using, and I don't know why they're keeping him at an 83, but why has he been forgotten about? We need more Joe Pavelski cards, just like we need more Kempe cards. Okay, this is not going to be all sunshines and rainbows at who they've forgotten and why are they not giving them cards. They're blowing up. It's great. Why aren't they getting cards? Trevor Zissman, 13 games played, 3 points. So he's got an 84. I mean, he's an X Factor, 84, sure. They're going to have to find another reason to upgrade this card because he is fallen off for a $7 million man. William Nylander's price tag doesn't look so bad now, does it? But Trevor Zissman, man, expensive contract, 13 games played, 3 points. So he's, like I said, he hasn't really gotten into a run yet or hasn't really had a chance to dive into a good routine, but because he's just not playing games. But this is a card that doesn't deserve to be upgraded. That's why I wanted to say that, is because there's cards that deserve upgrades and we're going to talk about them, but he's not one of them. He deserves to be at an 84 right where he is. So yes, he's an X Factor. Maybe if he gets an MSP down the road, we see him get that, but until he picks it up, he should stay right where he is. Okay, now traveling far down the list, X Factor, Clayton Keller. Why is this Clayton Keller card still just an 85 overall? 33 games played, 30 points. That is at least enough to get him up to an 86, 87. How is this card? How is Clayton Keller not got a card yet? It's wild that they'll pump out 15 of the same card going up 1 overall, but you will not recognize a player that is almost a point a game. Arizona's not even doing bad. They're in a wild card spot, which is really good. Their team is on the uptrend. They've been playing well. And a lot of that has to do with Clayton Keller being out there just doing what he does and playing solid hockey, getting points, getting production. And for this card to be stuck at an 85, I feel like a 91 speed at 85, even though he's 5'10", if we could get this card up to an 88, and maybe 89, this card would be, you'd start to see him used on people's teams. I don't know if they'd go after his X Factor, even though he's got elite edges and acceleration boost and playmaker and stuff like that. He's not a bad card, but I still think he needs an upgrade. And I'm going to come in with a card that has an upgrade just to show it off for reference. 31 games played, 30 points. Exactly in the same number as Clayton Keller. Why does Sebastian Aho have a card and Clayton Keller doesn't? Is it just the name factor? Clayton Keller's a good name. He's a known name. He's a skilled player. Why does Aho sit at 89 and Clayton Keller sit at an 85 when they're both sitting in the same area for points? That is where I would like to see, like how do they decide what players they drop? Because there are players being forgotten about. And like I said, leave in the comment section down below before I give you this last player who you think has been forgotten about, or who you're looking at that's like, why is my favorite player not getting a card yet? Or why is this player not getting a card yet? I'd really like to use them. But these are just some. There is many out there that have been playing well and not getting the recognition. And another one, for a great example, Travis Konecny. Almost at 30 points. How is this card at an 83 overall when Philly, who didn't make the playoffs last year, is in third right now in their division? How can we have a team that high and a player getting this many points and he's still an 83 overall? I don't get it. Again, 5'10", he's not a big player. He's not what people are crazy about. But there's theme teams out there. There's Philadelphia theme teams out there, and Travis Konecny would help it. There's Team Canada teams out there that Travis Konecny could help it. 88 speed on 83, that's something that we're all waiting for. If he jumps up to a 90, what, are we going to see a card at like 94 speed? Like this Travis Konecny card needs to be pulled up, needs to get stepped forward. I don't know why they're leaving him where he is when he's gotten 0 upgrades. Philly was hot. They're still in third in their division. And this player is almost about to hit 30 points. How has he not gotten an upgrade past the launch of the game? It just doesn't make sense to me, guys. And I know there's more out there. And on your mind, if they're there, put that in the comment section down below because I'd love to see them. But that is the forgotten about, guys. That is the not getting the recognition they deserve, playing well, or a comparison to a card that is playing just as well, but is light years ahead. Aho is like 3 points ahead of Konecny. Konecny has an 83. Aho is an 89. What gives? Like, where do we find the balance here? And how do we get cards all to come up so we can get a variety of team? Because that's kind of where this is also coming from, is Konecny deserves to be an 87. And maybe a fan would have Konecny on his team instead of somebody else, giving a little bit of a different variety of teams that you see out there. So maybe there's a team out there that would rock an 87 Kempe and an 87 Konecny instead of just rocking everything that everyone else has, and you could get a change and get something different. But they're holding them back, and why? Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you did enjoy it. Again, leave in the comment section down below if there's a player that's being held back in your mind, and who do you think needs to be pulled up. But I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Till next time, ciao, ciao.